When I talk about these criminal organizations, each trafficking organization, cartel owns a certain segment. They've got cartel bosses that own plazas. They're plaza bosses. So, it could be 5 miles or 10 miles of an area. And so when you come up to the border, you're paying a tax in order to cross in that area.
On that side?
From the Mexican side to the U.S. side. So, and when I talk about billion-dollar industry, so a Mexican national, he or she is going to pay between, the cheapest would be about $2,500 all the way up to about $5,000. Central American, $5,000 to $10,000. An Indian national.
The tax they're paying on the Mexican side?
Well, this is to get smuggled, right?
Oh, and to get smuggled.
So you get to the border. This is part of your smuggling fee. You're paying a total fee of, let's say it's $10,000, right?
Okay.
But then when I show up at the border, this plaza boss says, Theo, I know you paid Roy to come across, but you haven't paid my tax yet. So now you owe me $500 or $300, $800 to cross here.
So you have to keep that money on you, on your person, while you're going that distance. It's
a little bit of both. You'll see folks that travel with money in their hands, in their pockets, hidden away, and then there's a lot of money that gets wired.
Yeah.
It's a huge industry, money being wired into Mexico. So I think it's either number 3 or number 5, but part of Mexico's GDP, their gross domestic product, one of the largest GDP earners is remittances from the U.S. into Mexico.
Wow.
And it's the same thing in Central America where you've got folks that are sending money back. So they'll wire a smuggler, here's the $300 that I can cross in your plaza.
Wow.
It's big bucks, but like an Indian national is going to pay $20,000 to $40,000. Chinese, about $50,000. Someone who's from a country that may be on the maybe perceived as being a terrorist country. Not that they're terrorists, but could be perceived as such. Easily $80,000. And
that's how much they're going to charge. The
smuggling organization or the coyote
is going to charge.
And the organization in and of itself is very disciplined in that you've got folks that they do the recruitment. They're all over social media, so you can go onto Facebook and find sites that'll offer smuggling. And then so you got the recruiters, you got the handlers on the Mexican side that they house you and feed you until you're ready to be crossed. You've got the folks that will just get you across the border, and then you've got those that'll cross you once across the border into the U.S. And then you've got logistics teams that do the transport.
So there's all different. So depending on how much money you have, is the type of treatment you can get along the way, kind of.
Kind of, sort of. You're going to pay a lump sum, but each segment, someone's getting paid, right? The thing is, with each segment, as you're getting paid along, well, you're not, in other words, I'm paying you, you're the organizer, right? You're the smuggler. Right. I give you my $40,000, and then that smuggler, as the person's being moved along, pays Roy a portion.
Okay, I see.
Somebody else a portion.
So he's breaking everybody off. You kind of have the guy that's the bank.
Yeah,
wow.
Exactly.
Hope you enjoyed that video, and you can watch another. And you can watch this one, you can watch this one. Different options, different choices. Some guy just brings you one option, not this guy. 2 options. Watch one. This one or this one.